Hey, what's up, YouTube folks? My name's Joe, and I'm the Kentucky Atheist, and I do a political show that I gave a silly name to, Politicality, and this is going to be a political video, so we'll do it under that name while Lil's off working on other things. But you can catch Lil and I together on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, always covering the most recent stuff in political news and all that. So thanks for coming and thanks for watching, and let's get into it. So our dear leader, Donald Trump, is not a smart man, but he says a lot of things. And one of the things that I keep in mind that he says is that he only employs the best people. It's only the best people that work for him, even though he's had a larger turnover rate under his presidency than any other president in the last 40 years. So here he is, though, saying as much.
I know the best people. I know the best managers. I know the best deal makers. I know people that will make us so strong. I know guys that are so good.
So good. Now, I understand that if you are a Trump supporter, you're not a smart person, and that's okay, because today, in Only the Best People, I'm going to show you how Kristi Noem is a liar. You don't have to think for yourself. I will do all the hard work for you. But, you know, Kristi Noem, when she's not busy playing dress up, she's busy lying to the American people and to Congress repeatedly, which unfortunately she hasn't been charged for yet. But here in the picture, you can see Kristi Noem as a firefighter and as an ICE agent and Border Patrol. And, oh, there she is as a cowgirl and doing some weird video in a prison. But she is none of those things. Kristi Noem is not a Border Patrol agent. She has no training to be decked out in gear with a gun that she's pointing at an ICE agent's head there. She's definitely not a firefighter, and I don't know what she's doing in the top picture, but I'm sure she doesn't do that either. So Kristi Noem is the head of the Department of Homeland Security, and she is a secretary in Trump's cabinet. So since he employs only the best people, I figured we'd take a look at some of the best things she does. So Kristi Noem, though, you know, just to lay it out plain and straight here to you that she's a liar, she will tell you over and over everything's factual.
Everything that we've stated as the Department of Homeland Security in this administration has been factual.
Yeah. Everything she says is factual. So let's see. Let's test that claim.
Many of them.
Did you meet with Kim Jong-un?
Some of them are in the book and some of them are not in the book. And that when this was brought to my attention, I immediately took actions and asked to have his name removed.
But why did you remove it? Is it because it's untrue, that passage?
No, this is something that I think I'm not going to talk about. I don't talk about personal meetings with world leaders, and I'm going to continue to stay there.
But clearly, if you're taking it out of the book, it's because it's untrue.
I've given you my answer, no, and that's not the answer. I would say that, you know, this is something that I asked to have adjusted and have the content and that name removed. And that is truly what the action has been.
You said when you learned of it, you immediately took action. Mm-hmm. You recorded the whole book, the audiobook. You read this whole passage out loud. Why didn't you take it out then when you read the audiobook?
You know, I've traveled for years. I've been involved in policy for almost 30 years. And so I've gone all across the world. I've met with world leaders.
So you didn't realize when you recorded the audiobook?
When I was brought to
a non-answer. So this is a simple lie. You know, this is Kristi Noem, but before she became a cabinet member, and she had said in her book that when she wasn't busy murdering dogs and goats, that she had met with Kim Jong-un from North Korea, which is a lie. And she went and recorded the whole audiobook and said that part out loud and did all that, and pretends that she didn't know it was a lie. And but whenever she was caught up in it, then immediately they went and had that removed from the book because it wasn't true. So that's just a little lie. Let's look at a much larger lie from Kristi Noem.
Madam Secretary, how many United States military veterans have you deported?
Sir, we have not deported U.S. citizens or military veterans.
That's a lie.
Madam Secretary, we are joined on Zoom by a gentleman named Sejun Park. He is a United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989. Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea. Madam Secretary.
So they have the guy on Zoom, the one guy that Kristi Noem didn't think of, I guess, of where a United States citizen and a veteran of this country was deported because of the incompetence of this administration. Kristi Noem knows that this happens. This would have been a big deal and brought her to her attention. There's no way that the congressman got a hold of that without her knowing about it as well. She just straight lied to Congress about it, and he showed her to her face. But that's not all. She continues to lie.
The man behind you, please stand up, sir. His name is Jim Brown from Troy, Missouri. He is a Navy combat veteran who served our country in the Gulf War. He's married to a woman named Donna, who came to our country legally from Ireland when she was 11 years old. She has lived here for 48 years. Because of you, Jim's wife, Donna, has been in prison for the last 4 months. She did not come here illegally. Madam Secretary, you promised America that you would go after the worst of the worst. But these people are not the worst of the worst. A Purple Heart recipient, a military spouse, the father of 3 Marines. And it's not just veterans and military families. You are locking up and deporting children with cancer, mothers with babies in the NICU, United States citizens.
That's right. Kristi Noem has been in control of the Department of Homeland Security and has personally overseen the deportation of our own military veterans, children, citizens, people who are here illegally. And the truth about the matter is they claim that they're deporting only the worst and those with criminal offenses. And by the way, being in this country illegally by itself is not a criminal offense. It's just not. And but if you're here illegally and you get deported, okay. But whenever you tell everybody that you're targeting only the worst people, and what we see is that you go in schools and people's jobs and everything else and deport those that have no criminal history at all. But what does Kristi Noem have to say about it?
Everything that we've stated as the Department of Homeland Security in this administration has been factual.
Right. So this is what a lie is when she intentionally tells you wrong information in order to deceive you. This is what Kristi Noem is doing. Stick with me now, MAGA.
We're just so thankful that we have a president that's upholding the law and is determined to make sure that the laws are applied equally to everyone.
That's hilarious, right? Trump is upholding the law and equal to everyone. What do you think that's true, Kristi Noem?
Everything that we've stated as the Department of Homeland Security in this administration has been factual.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, here's the truth of it. So Donald Trump pardoned hundreds of people who attacked officers at our nation's capital on January 6, 2021. And we don't have to get into the whole 2021 thing, but if we're doing things equally, why are we imprisoning children just for being brown? And those that speak out against Trump, he's trying to put Obama in jail and everyone else. But if you go and attack officers on January 6th, you're fine. They don't shoot you in the face or anything.
You just said millions. What's the breakdown of the percentage of those who you have in custody who have actually committed a criminal offense versus just the civil infraction?
Every single individual has committed a crime, but 70% of them have committed or have charges against them on violent crimes and crimes that they are charged with or have been convicted of that have come from other countries that are here illegally, first of all, and then they have committed a criminal act while they've been here or in their home countries as well.
It's not 70%.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, our reporting is that 47%, based on your agency's own numbers, 47% have criminal convictions.
We're just
another lie. And she got caught and used the yes, it is defense. Because, like Kristi Noem said,
everything that we've stated as the Department of Homeland Security in this administration has been factual.
It's a lie. So she says that 70% of the people have been charged or convicted of violent crimes, either in this country or their own. And there is no factual basis to that at all. You can check the numbers from the Department of Homeland Security. They don't agree with that. They are going into cities and kidnapping anybody brown or with an accent, forcing them to show papers and deporting them, or worse, murdering them in some cases. So let's see some more of Kristi Noem straight lying to Congress.
Dollars immediately, and we're responding immediately to our people.
I
have to actually leave this hearing early because the FEMA Review Council is giving their report today on suggestions for changes to FEMA.
Thank you for not taking your foot off the gas.
I have
on
to
that.
co-chair it, but I will be leaving soon to have to go do that.
So she's got to leave and go co-chair the FEMA meeting. It was a scheduling conflict, and she had to get out of there. And we know because she told us that everything she says
as the Department of Homeland Security in this administration has been factual.
Yeah, it's always factual. So there's no way that she was lying and just trying to run from having to talk to Congress.
I understand on good information that the FEMA council meeting was canceled. So there was no need for her to go. She was a liar.
That's right. Kristi Noem does not care to lie to your face. You don't have to be smart. And I know if you're a Trump supporter, you're not. To know that somebody's not telling you the truth. And Kristi Noem and Donald Trump and the rest of his cabinet have done nothing but lie to you. And this series of Only the Best People videos, we're going to cover all of his cabinet members and see if they're only the best. Let's test the claim that Donald Trump put there rather than just blindly believing it's true. So stay tuned for more. In the next video, we'll take a look at Pam Bondi. Here's a little teaser for that.
I was at DEA yesterday, and they said to me, you, Donald Trump, have taken the handcuffs off of DEA agents. And as a result of, since you have been in office, President Trump, your DOJ agencies have seized more than 22 million fentanyl pills, 3,400 kilos of fentanyl since you've been your last 100 days, which saved, are you ready for this, media? 258 million lives.
All right. Now, again, I know I'm not talking to smart people, but there's only like 290 million adults in the United States, 340 million total population. So, they want to claim that Donald Trump has saved 90% of the population of the United States, and it's just not based in fact at all. These people lie to you for a living, and they will continue to. So stay tuned for the next video there. I'll make a playlist of these, and you can check it out. And I'll put a card up at the top. You can go over and check out a playlist of me and Lil or me and Robin over on Politicality every Thursday at 1 p.m. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching. And I hope you guys like and subscribe, and have a great one.